What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot laddering. So, we're playing some more of my super sweet Eternatus Stall team here. Of course, you know, we have our best Oxalotl and Quagsire. We got Ensign, Celesteela, P2, and Raikou rounding out the team. So make sure if you haven't watched the previous episode, make sure you can go and do so. I go pretty in-depth over breaking down the team and everything else, and had a pretty decent run in the last episode, hoping we can improve on that a little more today and see exactly how high we can go. So let's get to it and see what we can do. Hey, here we go. Game number 1 of the day. This is Wolfie's team. Kinda? Like, we have the Chirom, Groudon, Entei core here with Zapdos as well, but we've dropped Ensign and we've dropped Dusclops for P2 and Urshifu. But I feel like this is pretty similar, like similar enough to the other team that it probably plays out the same way. I know Eternatus and Quag were really good in this matchup. I can't remember exactly what else we brought. I know Ensign, and I think it was Celesteela. But Celesteela, I mean, doesn't look that great in the face of like Entei or Zapdos, so maybe it's just P2. What if we do like Ensign, P2, Quag, Eternatus? The fact that they don't have Dusclops here is actually really good for Eternatus. That means we can pretty freely set up some Cosmic Powers here and play for a pretty long game. Interesting team. I feel like I've played against this 6 before, but I'm not exactly sure what, like, I mean, obviously I've played against Wolfie's team multiple times at this point, but I can't remember what the other 2 slots are for. Like, what these 2 slots are doing instead. So we have Groudon, Chirom up front. Pretty okay with this. I think this is just going to be a fake out into Groudon plus a... And we're going to copy Drought. That's not great. Copying Flower Gift actually would have been kind of dope. Like, no lie, that could have been really good for us. We could go for a fake out into the Chirom to break Sash. But I think preventing the damage from Groudon is more important. And we'll set up a Trick Room here. Okay, fast Groudon. And it's the only thing protecting. Okay, that's also fine. Pollen Puff your Incineroar. Brave move, opponent. So the question is this actually like a carbon copy of Wolfie's team? And if so, is this Iron Ball? That would make this Iron Ball Groudon. I kind of want to just like remove this Chirom. But I think my play is to Parting Shot into the Groudon and just Ice Beam the Chirom. Okay. Okay. And Ensign actually is slower than the Groudon, so that tells me this is not Iron Ball. I believe Iron Ball actually would have made them slower than P2. So I'm pretty okay with this. So we'll go into everybody's favorite Quag. And them at -2, this shouldn't do a lot. As they crit my Quagsire. They didn't crit my Quagsire? Does Unaware ignore their negative stat effects? That's the only reason I can think that would do that much. I was under the understanding that it would. So we'll protect Quag. We'll Ice Beam. They have an Ice Beam switch in. Just like Entei. Good Ice Beam the Groudon here to do extra damage on it. See another Life Orb. I thought Unaware only ignored like beneficial boosts. And it is Entei coming in. Okay. Wonder if this is just like Solar Blade into my Quagsire. That's a bulky Cheerum. It is just Solar Blade. Okay. So I can switch Quagsire out into Eternatus here. I don't want to lose Quag yet. So we'll go into Eternatus. Nope, wrong button. That's the button we want. 2 turns of Trick Room left. We haven't really done anything with our Trick Room. I kind of want to just Ice Beam the Cheerum again, but I think they protect this turn, so I think I'm just going to Shadow Ball into the Entei here. I could see them protecting. I could also see another Solar Blade into my Quagsire to try to take it out. Okay, no protect. I wonder if there's Scarf Entei here. Special defense drop is good. And this should be into Eternatus. And then I think this next turn I am going to probably recover with P2, just so we're at full health. It's just going to be a Flare Blitz, presumably into P2. Ow! Was that a crit? No? How did that do so much? Okay, if I bring out Incen now, they just, like, protect with Cheerum. So I think bringing out Quagsire and going for a, I kind of want to Sludge on this Cheerum. And I really want to get a Recover off, but I think they're going to Solar Blade me again. I think a Recover isn't going to be enough. So I could just switch into Incen here, but I really want to save the Incen switch in for when they have, when they bring out Groudon. Which should be, is it this turn? Interesting. This isn't going to let them set Sun again. So Sun expires this turn. Okay, just double protect, that's fine. So this next turn I can... The fact that they are Life Orb is actually really annoying. Okay, Flower Gift is over, meaning they lose their attack boost. I really expected Quagsire to take that Precipice Blades a little better. So now we'll Cosmic Power, and we'll switch into Incen. I have a feeling they're probably going to switch Groudon out. No. Okay. There's Urshifu coming in. Okay. Urshifu is not great for Eternatus. I'll admit that. We are faster than Urshifu, though. Getting this Intimidated into Groudon is good. Obviously, this sets them up to do a pretty big Precipice Blades this turn, but going to +1 with Eternatus is good. I connect on both. I do a solid chunk to both. I think... I feel like we're not in a good position. The fact that I went for a Sludge Bomb instead of a Cosmic Power when the Cheerum protected is... might cost us here. I could recover, but I think I actually like Cosmic Powering this turn, and Going for a fake out into... I bet Groudon protects. I think a fake out into Urshifu is probably best here. No protects all around. Okay. So they're just going to KO me here. Maybe a fake out into Groudon was correct because of that. I mean, Eternatus does hold on. We're at +2. Groudon's at -1. They're taking Life Orb recoil here. They're very quickly running out of Precipice Blades as well. So, like, the problem is I can't protect to stall out more because they have Urshifu here. So I think the play this turn is to click recover with Eternatus. And I think I yawn the Urshifu and hope for a Precipice Blade miss. Wicked Blow, this should be into Eternatus, I would think. Holy cow, that does a lot. Miss. Alright, well, Quagsire, you tried, buddy. You tried really hard. And, like, the fact that I can't protect here is really bad. Urshifu is definitely a really difficult mon to go against. But, like, Dark Urshifu has not been overly popular here lately. So, like, I don't think that's something you can really anticipate playing against a lot. I think going for a Sludge Bomb is... like, the fact that this is now a single target Precipice Blades does not bode well for us. I mean, we get the poison, but it's not going to be enough. Because Wicked Blow takes us out. I was really hoping the Sludge Bomb would be enough, but not quite. Man, real tough matchup there, I think. Like, Groudon beats up Eternatus and Incineroar really well. Urshifu beats up Eternatus, so, like, we weren't able to do what we did against Wolfie's team, where we were just able to, like, stall out the game forever, because Urshifu is just in the back waiting to come in. Oh, and they also had Swords Dance. Yeah, that's terrifying. Scarf Entei, not really surprised by that. Oh, there's Citrus, not Sash. It's also interesting. Not really surprised by that. Sash Urshifu. Rocky Helmet Zapdos. Hurricane on your Sun team. Very interesting. But, you know, this is why we play more than one game a day, so... was really hoping we could get to show off this team a little bit more, but that first game, it was brutal. Like I said, Urshifu does not feel like a very positive matchup, just because, you know, being able to ignore Intimidate and critting you always is not great. They have a Machamp. I really don't know what Machamp is doing here. And that's kind of scary, because, like, P2 otherwise looks pretty decent. Obviously, you have Urshifu and Machamp here, so, like, that's not great. I think I like Raikou, just because I think they're going to bring Raichu to counter it. So I think Raikou is actually really good, and we can lock into, like, Snarl. I think I really like Celesteela as well. I think I like those two up front. Ensign looks pretty good to be able to do with, like, Rillaboom, Mimikyu, Machamp. Do I need Quag for any reason? I don't think so. I don't think Quag looks particularly good here. So I think this is just Eternatus in the last slot. I think this is fine. Machamp, Mimikyu. Okay. What are they doing? Are they Guts? I could see them being Guts Machamp here. I'm going to Volt Switch into Mimikyu. And I'm going to go for a Flash Cannon into it. Try to pick up the KO on it so they can't set up like a potential Trick Room. I'm not sure if Flash Cannon is going to be able to like potentially one-shot this Mimikyu though. So here, I'm going to go into Incineroar to intimidate this. Intimidate the Machamp here. Try to pressure it a little bit if we can. We are faster than Machamp. Good to know. And we actually do take the Mimikyu out. Sweet. Now we get our Beast Boost. So we're going to be at +1 with whatever's coming out. They're going to bulk up. Interesting. And they are Guts. Very interesting. But them not getting Trick Room up, I think, is really good for us. Granted, that's pending, that's what they are doing, but we're going to bring out Urshifu here. So I think my play... It's Dark Urshifu, too. I bet they protect Machamp here. So I think I'm going to fake out into the... I think I'm going to try to take the Urshifu out this turn. I think they protect Machamp, but not the Urshifu. Okay, protect from neither of them. +1 Celesteela should be able to take this out. Which we do. So, like, Celesteela hopefully can just run away with this game, seeing how we outspeed the Machamp as well. But this could be terrifying if they have, like... I mean, one, that really hurt. A +1 Guts boost. Well, I guess it's neutral. Guts boosted, stab close combat's going to do a chunk to basically anything. But now we're at +2 against a Machamp that seems really, really poor position here. I'm going to bring out Eternatus. We can start bulking up with it. Especially if this is Yveltal as their last. Which it is. And we haven't shown Meteor Beam yet, so we might be able to just one-shot that too. And now they're locked in with their -1 defenses Machamp here. So we can just Cosmic Power. And I'm going to go for an Air Slash into Machamp. I bet they attack with it. This game's really interesting. It's just like a Celesteela sweep. Alright, so we're back to +1 with Celesteela. But we're going to go back to +2 after this. We know they're not Sash. So now we're back to +2. And we have Meteor Beam so we can stay at +2 to hit them super effectively next turn. And I have a feeling our opponent is going to be basically done. Especially if we connect the Meteor Beam here. Yep, opponent concurs that this game's over. Didn't even have to show Meteor Beam. They just did not have an actual answer to Celesteela. The fact that we were able to pick up that Mimikyu off of basically nothing was really good for us. They actually Choice Scarf Urshifu too. A bulky Urshifu. The fact that they're Choice Scarf means that they don't have to invest into speed. Interesting. With Aerial Ace. Ah, yes, the classic Choice Scarf Detect. Red card Raichu. Really surprised not to see it come out. Guts Machamp. No Thunder Punch was really good for us. The fact that they had Ice Punch instead. Assault Vest Bacon Bird. I wonder if a +2 Celesteela one-shots Assault Vest. Oh, this is like max special defense Yveltal too. That's really interesting. I'm actually curious about the calc on that now. Really curious about that. Huh. So Meteor Beam would do 80 to 95%. Calculating at +2. See, we're at +2. We're going to get snarled down to +1. Meteor Beam would then put us back up to +2. Interesting. So, I mean, like, at that point, Sludge Bomb just picks up the KO. So, like, not really worried about that, but it is good to know that calc. Just for future. Miracle Seed. Nothing overly surprising there. Bulk up Rillaboom, I mean, that's kind of... Wait, that's not... There's no fake out on this Rillaboom. What? Opponent. I'm actually curious. They're also neutral on Mimikyu. I'm actually curious how much this does as well. 144 HP. And 125 special defense is 0 investment. So let's see. This is Flash Cannon. At neutral. Does 80 to 96%. So yeah, after Disguise, it's a good... It's a very good roll to pick up the KO, it looks like. Yeah, sure. I'll take it, guys. That was a fun one. Got to see something very unique from our opponent, but unfortunately the Machamp was just not quite enough to deal with us. So let's see if we can get one more in tonight. See what we can do here. Zacian, Tornadus, Regidrago. Ooh. Drago with Tailwind is actually kind of terrifying. So I think my play is like Raikou plus P2 here. I think I like Celesteela a lot to be able to deal with Serena. Man, if these are my three, how do I deal with Zacian? Do I need... Like, I need to bring Ensign to be able to deal with Zacian. What if we do... Like, Eternatus cannot die to Zacian, but, like, we fold the Regidrago, I feel like. Which is where I want Raikou to be able to snarl it. Maybe Celesteela is not the bring. I think I like this as a lead. Like, try to set up Trick Room if they go for Tailwind. Do we anticipate our opponent having Taunt on Tornadus if they have it as their lead? If so, it is correct to Ice Beam them. It's going to be Tornadus Regidrago. Okay. Do we anticipate... How much respect does my opponent have for me? Ah, yes. Copying Dragon's Maw. Could have had Prankster, instead got Dragon's Maw. Do I respect my opponent enough to respect me? I think the answer is no. Because, like, worst case scenario, they taunt me this turn. That means I'm going to outspeed the Regidrago to get a Snarl off. If they don't taunt me, I most likely am not getting my taunt off. Okay. Okay, they do have taunt. This is fine, because I'm still going to snarl. Obviously, I'm snarling into the Tornadus. And, like, Taunt Tornadus is something that's kind of picked up here lately, so I'm not really surprised to see it. I've played against it quite a bit on ladder here lately, so not really surprised to see it. So I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam into Regidrago. I am going to click Snarl again. Yeah, because now they set up the Tailwind. It's like the big play, the big punish last turn for them was to go for a Ice Beam into their... Oh, that actually doesn't do nearly as much as I anticipated into either of my Mons. It's like now they're at -1 and it's not a full power Dragon Energy. Okay. I don't think Dragon Energy is actually enough to take out Raikou from this range. They're at -1 there. They're at -2 here. Like, this is why we brought Raikou. I don't want to switch into Ensign. I would rather lose Raikou than, like, have Ensign come in early and take extra damage that's unneeded. I also think they might protect Drago this turn, so I'm actually willing to Ice Beam into the Tornadus. Okay, they're going to withdraw Tornadus. So just freeze the dog. Alright, well now they're at -3, and this shouldn't KO my duck. Nowhere near it. So now we get to pick up their... Drago. No, we don't. We Ice Beamed into the Zacian. But I feel like this is a pretty telegraphed Sacred Sword into P2. So, like, I'm going to click Recover here with P2. And I'm going to switch out into Ensign this turn. It's going to give me a free Intimidate. P2 is going to go down, and that's going to allow me to bring in Eternatus. Like, obviously, we still have to play around Tailwind being up for now. They do have Serena here. That's actually really unfortunate because I'm not going to get my Fake Out now. But, like, I am going to get to Intimidate their Serena, so, like, that's pretty okay. Like, getting this Intimidate off is pretty good. Unfortunately, that means I really don't want to bring in Eternatus next turn because they could just go for a big triple axle into it. Obviously, P2 goes down. Not really crucial for what we're doing. I could bring back out Raikou and try to stall off some more turns of of Tailwind. But I think actually just bringing out Eternatus and going for, like, Fake Out. Going for Protect this turn. To scout for, like, scout for triple axle. This is their last turn of Tailwind, so we can protect here. I kind of want to just Flare Blitz into the Serena. No, I'm gonna Flare Blitz into the dog. Please go for a Behemoth Blade into my Eternatus. Please tell me that's the play you made this turn. Got him. Okay. This is going to be a big Flare Blitz. Oh, not quite, Ensign. Really close, buddy. So now we can go for the Cosmic Power. And I'm going to Flare Blitz the Serena. Yeah, they protect the Zacian. Completely fine. We're going to get the Cosmic Power off. Question is, what is Serena doing this turn? Please don't have, like, Play Rough. Oh, U-turn. That's even better. Because now I get to Flare Blitz either Drago or Tornadus on the switch-in. And if it's Eternatus, then they don't get another Tailwind up. And that would be absurd for us. Yeah! Give me that Eternatus. Come on, Ensign. You're better than that. I mean, I'm going to Cosmic Power again. And I'm going to Flare Blitz into the dog. Yep, obviously Tailwind goes back up, which is really unfortunate. I feel like that's a really close roll. They actually have close combat and not Sacred Sword. Interesting. Insane going down is kind of whatever. Like, we have Raikou here, and we're going to be at +2 with Eternatus. Like, the fact that it's close combat and not Sacred Sword is pretty good for us. Unfortunately, their Zacian outspeeds my Raikou now. So now I just have to target everything around Zacian. I'm just going to Thunderbolt because it's the most damage we have. We'll split up the attacks here. Wonder if they fear, like, Flamethrower from Eternatus. Yeah, they're just going to close combat again. That's completely fine. This is telling me that they probably are not going to switch out with Zacian. Miss. Great. Now we Sludge Bomb, pick up the KO there. So my goal now is to get to a 1v1 against Zacian. Obviously, we cannot win per damage, but our opponent can't win per combat damage. So, like, we are going to win that endgame if that's what it comes to. I'm going to protect this turn. I'm going to try to stall their Tailwind out. I can protect this turn. I can recover next turn. And then I think we're fine. Zacian might switch here, which if they do, that's pretty good for us. It's probably just Draco, right? So, if they haven't PP'd maxed, that's all of their Behemoth Bashes. Or Blades. I believe it's 5. I don't think it's 10. I don't think it's 10. I really need to dodge a crit from this Draco Meteor. I think if we do that, we win this game. Because, like, Zacian's not threatening us at all. We haven't shown them recover yet. It's like, barring that we get this turn correct, which it should just be Behemoth Blade. I wonder if they have Substitute. I wonder if their attacks are like Close Combat, Behemoth Blade, Substitute, Protect. We take that. Oh yeah, we take that well. From a neutralization while we're at +2. Eternatus, you're insane! Oh, Eternatus! Alright, so Draco protects this turn, I think. So I'm also going to protect. Get a little extra recovery here. They might just switch into Serena. But the fact that Tailwind is over now should just let us run away with this game. They're going to withdraw the dog. Okay. Okay, that's 2, 4, 6, 7. So they have one more Draco. So I'm going to... I could Cosmic Power this turn. That'll put us to +3 on our defenses. I could also recover to go to full HP. I think recovering here is fine. I could also just Sludge Bomb into the Serena, anticipating them to switch out the Draco. I like that play. I don't think Draco, outside of crit, we should be fine. We know they're not Assault Vest. Dang Near picks up a KO. Citrus. Citrus. They miss. Oh, we take those. No crit? Okay. This game's over. We recover this turn. Recover this turn so we can't get KO'd. I'm surprised they're staying in with Draco, but like at the same time, what else are they supposed to do with it? It's Drago, isn't it? Like dragon. It is Drago. I've been calling it Draco, like Draco Meteor. But it is Drago. Okay. Ow. So here I'm going to... we'll Sludge Bomb here to take this out. Are we faster than their Zacian? I actually don't remember. It's really important information to know, and I don't actually know if I know that information. I think majority of the time that Zacian was out, they were under Tailwind. No, come on! Oh, the one time I attack. That's fine. It's like, whatever. Nice read, opponent. Alright, nice. So now I can recover again. This will put me out of any range that this Zacian possibly could do. And they know at this point I can't touch Zacian. Helping Hand's not going to be enough. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They have Play Rough? Play Rough did less than half. Oh, just over half. And they're faster. That's really unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. I mean, I think we can still win this game. But it just got a little harder, I think. Because now we had to... I mean, we still had to dodge crit. But I can Sludge Bomb here. The fact that I'm dead to 2 Play Roughs is really bad. Am I? Helping Hand Play Rough did just over half. Oh, man, that's really close. We're dead to crit Play Rough. If Serena switches out, they lose Draco. They could stay in and Helping Hand this turn. I guess their thought process is that Helping Hand... I really need this to miss this turn. We take that. All day. Take them all day. Alright, Serena down. I don't think we're able to stall out this Zacian though. They have Drago. Like, I need a single hit on Drago. If I get a single hit on Drago, we win. Barring that we're at a high enough HP to withstand this Zacian. And this is a really close game, and I think we can pull this out. I think this is going to come down to them missing a play rough. I think I had to Sludge Bomb the Drago this turn. I think please miss. Nope. GG opponent. GG. The fact that they had play rough after all that is just so heartbreaking. Like, we were in that game outside of exactly play rough, and I was hoping that since they never showed us anything else, the fact that they only showed us close combat, and they showed us close combat, protect, and Behemoth Blade. I was hoping their last move was protect. Was a substitute, and that's why we never saw it, because they were at 1 HP. But oh man, so close. It's so close. I think their play, I think the play we have to make is we protect that turn. Instead of taking Serena out, we have to recover. Recover is gaining us HP, but we're never going to be at a point where we can take multiple play roughs. So we had to bank on them attacking one turn with Serena, the turn that we recover, because, oh man, that's really close. It is so close. And we were really close to winning that game. Unfortunately, the partners that we brought just never really accomplished anything. Obviously, Ensign did a ton of damage to the Zacian and the Serena. The Zacian and the Eternatus. But, had Tailwind not gone back up that game, then Raikou gets to come in and just start clicking Snarl again. And we outspeed the Drago, so they can't ever, do anything to Eternatus. Man, just so close. Had we read the taunt on one, we Ice Beam there instead into the Eternatus and do a ton of damage to it. So there's a couple different plays we could have made, and the fact that they had exactly taunt on Eternatus and they had play rough on Zacian just meant it was just a bad time for all. I'm actually curious if play rough is ticking upwards on Zacian or if I'm just unlucky. It's on 41%. It's more popular technically than Sacred Sword. And both of them are more popular than Close Combat, but they're all in the top 7 moves here, so not really surprised to see it. I was really hoping we wouldn't. I was hoping that it was Substitute instead, but hey, we can't win them all. So pick this up while it's available, everyone. It'll be up for probably the rest of the season, so make sure you pick it up. I've enjoyed this team. It is definitely a very unique playstyle that takes a few games to fully comprehend what's going on with the team, but once you do, it's a blast. So as always, everyone, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later in this week with some more laddering. Have a good one. Peace.